students, today we will be doing our bridge course for 10th standard, that is your part 3 bridge course. Okay, till now you would have learnt many things which are very important for your 10th standard also. Last week the video which I uploaded for you was regarding statistics. In that statistics we learned what is the data, we learned for grouped data and ungrouped data, and also we learned about mean. In today's class also we will do with the continuation of statistics, but today we will be learning a new 2 terms. Now what are the new 2 terms? The first one is pictograph. Now what do you mean by this pictograph? See this first word, that is picto. That means nothing but picture kind of thing. You are gonna represent it in the form of picture. Okay. Next one, graph. Graph you all have learned. You use your graph sheet to show the readings or markings. Now statistics, that day when I gave you the definition, what did I mention? I mentioned that it is the representation of a collective of the data. So suppose you are collecting the data from various places, you are representing it. Now basically how we can say it a better was, if you see a news channel and all, okay, they used to tell, right, today census rate is so much, today the rate of gold, today the rate of share market and all. They used to show the graph, and suppose this is the graph, they used to show it is increasing graph or it is getting down graph, isn't it? They will show you the graph. Like by seeing graph, what people can do, people can easily identify whether it is upgoing graph or downcoming graph. Now today I will be teaching you people how to draw a bar graph. You are getting it? How to draw a bar graph. I will do one example and I will teach you how to do. I wanted you people to do it in graph sheet. Okay, so that you will understand. So can you do it in a graph sheet? So the starting heading is bar graph. Okay. Now, before drawing a bar graph, we should know the values, right? For which one we are going to draw the bar graph. Now, how you will use to draw the bar graph? The values. What are the values? Which value will plot where? Everything I will show you. Okay. First, we will take the census. Okay. Census is basic thing which usually we represent in a graph. Census means what, children? Census means like particularly now 2010, like 2020, right? Now 2020, how many percent? Like what is the population of Karnataka? What is the population of Tamil Nadu? What is the population of Kerala? Like this, okay. Now according to that, we will draw your bar graph. Now same thing only I am going to write it on the board and then I will be drawing your bar graph. Now first, okay, I will write census year. So I will start from 2015, okay. 2015, 16, 17, 18 and 19. Till 19, because 2020 all were in busy worrying about your pandemic corona. So that time we didn't take census. Keeping like that, I have written for so many years. Now, what is the population? Okay. Now 2005 it is 100. This is 110, 120, 130, 140. So this is the close distance. Population in crores. Okay. When you people are writing, kindly use pencils and scale. Now, let me draw a graph. Okay, I have drawn a straight line like this. Then I will be drawing a line like this. Okay, this is how we are supposed to draw. Now listen here. standing line is there. No. Standing line is your y-axis. Okay. Standing line is y-axis. Sleeping line is x-axis. Okay. Remember, I will write here for you our understanding. Standing line and this is sleeping line. Okay. Standing line is what? Is your y-axis. Sleeping line is your x-axis. Now done. Now always remember this senses here. That is like these two columns you have mentioned. Two columns in your book. See this column. Your right hand side column will always belong to your x-axis. Your left hand side column always belong to your y-axis. You are getting it? See, right hand side x-axis, left hand side y-axis. Understood? Now what will happen? 5 readings are there, isn't it? 2015 till 2019. Now what I will do here? I will just mark here 0. Okay. For easy understanding, I am directly writing the years. But in your 10th standard, when you are doing your graph, you have to count the boxes. Like in your graph sheet, you don't know the small boxes, okay? You have to count those boxes and then you have to plot it. But for bar graph, now for easy method, I am going to write the values directly, okay? Now, 2015, see here, you have to mark it like this. 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018 and 2019. Here I will go from 0, 100, 200 only. Okay. So here it is 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. Now look at here, the first year, okay, 2015 it is 100. So now what I will do is, take your scale like this, draw a cylinder like this, okay, exactly 200 children, exactly, see, straight to 100, you have to draw the graph. Okay, straight to 100. Next, 2016 is 110. So see, straight, use pencils, okay, straightly to 110, okay. Like this, slightly you draw, don't draw a dark red. Now again, keep your blue. And you're going to draw bar graph. Okay. See? Correct 210 I have drawn. And next 2017, 120. Again cross graph right here and then correctly you have to join the line. Got it? Next 2018, 130. Same way. Next, last 2019, 140 to the last one. Okay, see here, I have drawn, okay, according to the year and to the number of population I have drawn. Now once you drawn, erase of this, okay. Now, tell me, by seeing this graph, what we can understand? We can understand clearly that the number of population is increasing to the years, isn't it? See, 2015 only 100, but 2019 140. So it's just going on increasing, not decreasing. You are getting it? You are understanding? No, I hope you all understand. See, whenever you get for a bar graph, children, this is the thing you have to notice. First, your right hand side column will come to your x-axis. Your left hand side column will go to your y-axis. Then you will write the readings bar graph also there are different shapes and all that you can do it in your higher classes, because in that moment you will have the uses of it. Now you just remember how to draw your bar graph with respect to your values, where to plot it. Now next topic will be your median. That day we just spoke about mean, isn't it? Today we will even discuss about median and how to do the calculations and formula. But listen, if you are not understanding this bar graph, kindly rewind the video and just watch it. If still you have a doubt, you can ask me in the group. I will clear it. Okay. Now we will get into median. Now median. Now median is what? Median is nothing but the middle value. Median is what? A middle value. Now same as we discussed in mean also, grouped data and ungrouped data we discussed, isn't it? Same way even for median also we will discuss grouped and ungrouped data. Now first I will discuss about your ungrouped data, then we will get into grouped data. First one is ungrouped data. Okay. Now under ungrouped data, first thing is what? I will write one set of numbers. Okay. Now I have written certain numbers here. Now first what you are supposed to do is you have to arrange them orderly. Okay, in your increasing order. Okay, so how it is? It is your ascending order. Now we are starting with number 1. I am rewriting it. Okay, 1, this one dash. When you are writing, scratch it out because you should not rewrite it. Next 2. Next is 3, 4. Next is 5. 6 is not the 7. Then 8. Then 9. So first you order it. Correct. Now you are arranged. Now count how many numbers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many numbers we have? 8 numbers. We have totally how much? 8 values. Okay. Now for ungrouped data we have a formula for median. What is it? Median is equals to n plus 1. Month term divided by 2. This one. N plus 1 divided by 2 term. Like how it is. Now n is what children? N is your 8 numbers. Okay. N. This is your n. So 8 plus 1. Okay. 8 plus 1 is how much? 9. Now what you will get? 2. 8 plus 1 is what? 9 divided by 2, isn't it? 2 ones are 2, 4.5. 4.5 means it will come here, no? This 4 and 5. We don't know which number to take when you are getting it in points. Now, these two values you will get 4 and 5. Between, I said no 5 means you can take even the next value or the previous value. So 4 and 5 you are got. So when you are getting it in points, how will you do? No, you will take up these two numbers again. 4.5 divided by 2 is what? Again 9 by 2, that is nothing but your 4.5. So now your median value is 4.5. You are getting it? So how you are supposed to do? First, when you get your ungrouped data values, no, you should arrange it in an ascending order. And then what you will write? You will count how many terms are there. That is 1, 2, 3, just not counted and every time you are 8, no. So you will count it. And then this is your formula. Median is equals to n plus 1 divided by 2 term. So n plus 1 divided by 2 means 9 by 2. 4.5 is your value. You are getting it, children? So this is for your ungrouped data. Now I will do this sum for your number and they will tell you to calculate your median. So this is CI, you know, when I did it in mean, it is your class interval. F is frequency. Now for median, you have to draw one more column, that is your cumulative frequency, CF. Okay, CF. I'll write the full form here. Okay, CF. Now how you will find out your CF, you see. I will use a color chalk so that you will understand. Now 2 I will write here. Directly I will write the 2 here. Okay, next this 2 plus 3 is how much? 2 plus 3 is 5. That 5 I will write here. Again 5 plus 3 is how much? It is 8. Then again 8 plus 2 is how much? 10. Got it? So now your total CF value is 10. So now how you will write this 10? This 10 is equals to N is equals to 10. Okay. Now N is equals to 10. Now what is your formula? Let me write the formula. Then abbreviation of it. Okay. See, the formula is median is equals to L plus N by 2 minus CF divided by F into H. Okay, the formula looks complicated but it is easy. I will write the application so you will understand. So N is equals to lower limit. Okay, N by 2. Now 10, right? N is 10. So N by 2 means 10 divided by 2, how much it is? 5. Okay. So now N by 2 is nothing but 5. CF. CF is what? CF is cumulative frequency. Okay. Cumulative frequency. F is frequency. And H is class interval. Okay. Now let me tell what is this lower limit, cumulative frequency, frequency and class interval value. First you will see your cumulative frequency. Now N by 2 how much you got? 5. Now here where your 5 value is there, in this column, CF column 5 is there. So now what you will do, you will circle this one, CF. You're gonna circle it. Understood? Now only this you're gonna consider. Now lower limit means this L node, the starting number of this level. So this is your lower limit box. Okay. So I will write here. That is how much? 20. Next, cumulative frequency means this line is the above value. Now above value is what? Your above value is 2. So cumulative frequency is 2. Then frequency here it is 3. Okay. Frequency means in the F column. CF means previous value to your interval 1. H means what is the difference between your class interval? 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. 10. So that is your class interval. Now what we will do? We will substitute all these values into your formula. N is what? 20 plus N by 2 is 5. CF is 2 divided by 3 into H. Isn't it? Now 20 plus 5 minus 2 is how much? 3. 3 divided by 3 into 10. 3 divided by 3 means what? 3 ones are 3 ones are. Isn't it? So 20 plus 1 into 10. So 20 plus 10. That is nothing but 30. So what is your median? So I write it again here. 20 plus 1 into 10. So 20 plus 10. That is what? 30. So 30 is your median. value according to the formula. So I hope you all understood this. If you don't understand, rewind the video and see. Again, if you are not understanding, I will explain it you again through your WhatsApp notes. Okay. So kindly understand, watch the video clearly, understand it. If you are not understanding, ask me. I hope you all understood today's bar graph and group data median and group data median. Thank you, children.